We try to come up with some events that'll really resonate, that are totally different than anything else anybody else is doing. And so I hit on the World Power Wheelstanding Championship. And the first year, you know, it was so-so. By 2006 was the biggest year. We had over 10,000 paid.
Oh, you can do better than that. These are showmen. And I'm going to tell you right now, the energy you bring in the stands is the energy they bring in their car. They don't call the playground a power for nothing. Byron Dragway, here's how this works. These guys are performers, so if you want to see them perform, you got to let them hear it. And this one's easy. He's a convertible. You don't have to yell through the windows. Let's hear it for last year's runner-up, Jeff Wilde, in the convertible Buick.
Jeff Wilde from Palos Park, Illinois. I got a 70 Buick Skylark with a 455 Buick motor, no nitrous. I started wheel standing, the first one I started wheel standing in 2009 here. And it did a little wheelie, and the next year it unloaded the back tires, and then we started going all around to other tracks.
He is the rock star with a wheelie car. He hangs out with Jonathan Davis, Ray Luzier, and Brian Head Welch, all the members of Korn, the heavy metal band Korn. And he himself, he's not a freak on a leash, he's a freak unleashed. This is Jeff Wilde. And wow, I can't believe we usually don't go out with the big dogs right off the bat. But this is a different kind of year, and this is a different kind of wheel stand. Jeff Wilde. Not a bad start to the day. Let them hear it, Byron Dragway. The way
show off, basically, do for the fans, you know, try to get the highest or the farthest, or do something wild, you know. I mean, everybody wants to be safe and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the fans being here, we're just really happy that they come out, especially this year with everything going on. You know, we're just glad that they're here, you know, to support everybody.
It was good. That was not to the rock star standards of Wilde. This guy is one of the best in the business. Look at this skeleton crew. He just scared them to death going for rides with him. Is it for Jeff Wilde in this session. 170 feet is the official report from our top end judges. 170 feet, the report from Terry Simpson, an official judge.
Are you out? I saw some death smoke on the first run.
Yeah, broke a valve spring and lost the valve through, came out the header. It was steaming on the side of the track. It's pretty cool. I like carnage, you know, I'm into that stuff. It's cool. It's been really cool. I mean, the weather was crummy yesterday, but I mean, this is horsepower weather. Like today is the most perfect day if you want to race. I know it's windy. The wind's, you know, blowing the cars farther down the track. It's coming out of the north. But today is just a horsepower day. I mean, it's a perfect day to race or do some crazy wheelies. It's awesome.
Send him out the high and wild stick shift Chevy 2. This car has won numerous times because he is, well, unique. He's got a stick shift Chevy. Very few we have in competition.
That's a 434 small block. I still run a clutch in it. Doug Nash 5-speed. One of the few stick shifts out here.
It even sounds wild. This is Greg Brocious. Wow. Wow, that's just the burnout. That's just the burnout. Now, you do know why he's got green tinted windows, don't you? He can never go red. He'll never have a red light with green tinted windows. That is all he can see.
Is it worth is the intention to destroy your car to win this race?
Hopefully not destroy it. No, it's just fun. I don't try and get into the wall like some of these other characters, but we're just here to have fun. crowd pleaser.
Now, interesting enough, at $10,000 winner, you're almost running for as much money as Top Fuel is this week at St. Louis. How far are you willing to push this deal to get that check?
You just never know. It all depends on the car more than anything. It's going to be mostly up to the car. I just drive
at the bit from Stockton, Illinois, the 63 Chevy 2, high and wild, Greg Brocious. And apparently too much power to get it to hook up. Mr. Sperling, do we have plenty of glue down there? Can you confirm? A thumbs up. And he is just flat overpowering the track. We had Top Sportsman and Top Dog shootout just moments ago. You know the track is in tip-top condition. Wild. What's unique about this one is when he gets it up, he'll come down and get it up a second, maybe a third time even. Let's hear it for Craig Brocious. And Mr. Brocious will be going back to the drawing board after that one. That is uncharacteristic for Mr. Brocious. He is a guarantee, a sure lock every time to get it up. Here before, hey, how about that? I like that. That is the most patriotic car in competition today. If you love the USA, don't be a commie out there. Let's hear it for the United States of America. Without a doubt, the loudest round of applause we have heard today. Sweet William Worley. He's won some wheel stand contests, he says, at other tracks, but no other wheel stand contest is the World Power Wheelstanding Championships. So give it up for Sweet William from Michigan. He is the ladies' pet and the racer's threat. That's what it says on the car. I'm not making it up. Sweet William in the Camaro from Michigan. Well, in his inaugural time at the World Power Wheelstanding Championships, I would say that's a pretty good start for Sweet William. He'll come to stop out there at the 500-foot mark, and will he turn it around? He's going to let Old Glory fly out there. He's going to check, make sure no fluid on the track. Hey, Sweet William, turn around and give the crowd a wave, please. Give him a warm welcome, his first time ever to Byron Dragway. Make him feel welcome. Sweet William. Boy, he listens to the announcer really well, making sure no oil under the car before proceeding forward. And he is all clean and clear. What's he going to do? Is he going to take it off the top end, or is he going to come back for more? We might give him some paperwork. We might ask him to join the staff with that kind of diligence. And Sweet William is going to take it off the top end of the track, it looks like, and save those parts and pieces for the second session. But not a bad start for Sweet William in his first Wheelstand Championship.
Well, the fans are always number one. Without them, there's no thrill into it. We got into it 4 or 5 years ago by accident. Bought a car and it just did nothing but wheelies. And someone said, come out to Byron. And every year we get bigger and higher and longer. And the biggest thing with the fans is every year now, love that noise. Every year we have all the fans sign the hood of the car, and every year we retire that hood. And all the hoods are hung up on the side of the shop, and forever and never going to be on a car, and that's our trophy every year. Win or lose, all the fans get to ride with us.
All of the names, all the autographs on the hood. He does this for the fans. He lays it all on the line for you. Chris Pierce in the Shinto. A new motor, more power. He's got nitrous. He wants to break records. That is his goal. He wants to break records today.
sir. How do you make a wheel stand?
It's a whole lot of power in a little bitty car. It's a simple car. It's leaf springs, slapper bars, nothing exotic. Small block Chevy 421, power glide transmission from FTI, and a Chevy 12-bolt rear end with a 488 gear, and a really heavy foot with a throttle.
Year ago, and he's got one goal, and that's the quarter mile. He is aiming for the finish line. Give it up for Chris Pierce. Let's hear it for Chris Pierce. You know, we sell all of these seats, but you don't need to be standing in them. Come on, get up, get up, get up. This is Chris Pierce. He's going to get up for you. You get up for him. Chris Pierce in the Shinto. Let's hear it. Not what he was looking for. Not what he was looking for at all. But this man is a true professional in every meaning of the word. Here he goes, tank number 2, Chris Pierce in the Shinto. Let him hear it. Let him hear it. Got it up, and maybe he got a little too high up. He unloaded the rear tires, and he had a hard time from there on out maintaining the wheel stand. I'm going to say without a doubt that is the highest wheel stand of the day so far today for the Shinto, and apparently the first one was a burnout. That was his first wheel stand. He is coming back. He is coming back.
I commit to making the car more reliable, more repeatable. So every year we have certain upgrades, and I never do the same thing twice. Winning is very important to us, but the most important thing for me is making sure I put on a good enough show that justifies what the fans pay to come to see me. That's the most important thing. I'd love to bring home that 6-foot trophy and that $10,000, but the most important thing is that every fan that comes walking away, their price of their ticket was justified.
No problem getting it up. It's how do you keep it there? Chris Pierce hitting more power than they expected in the car. He's got it off the ground. The rear tires, all 4 are off the ground. You're right, a new motor. He's got nitrous as well. But how can he contain the power? How can he control it? Well, he's going to go back to the drawing board right now and see what he can do. Kyle Needham, he may be just the same here today. This is the Cranked Chevrolet Camaro from Genoa, Illinois, Kyle Needham. Yeah, we're going to need him to get it up here real big, Camden, because we've had a couple of duds. Well, he can roast the tires well, so Kyle Needham jumping in last minute to join the wheel stand competition. A 383 cubic inch small block Chevy under the hood. He had no problem in competition earlier today when he wasn't even trying to get the wheels up off the ground. We can only imagine what he'll do now. Kyle Needham. Working his HVAC job. Think of the hours, the work, the money, all the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into this car, and he might be just having a moment right now thinking, what am I doing out here with this car that I have worked so hard for? So Kyle, give it your best. that car got way sideways, and somehow he gathered it up. I have a photographer check their camera, but I almost wonder if at some point maybe all 4 tires came off the ground there for Kyle Needham. This is the one you came to see. You paid your hard-earned dollars to watch it, so get out of those seats, stand up and let them hear it. Byron Ambrosini. 20 years he has been laying it all on the line at Byron Dragway. This is his 20th attempt in the World Power Wheelstanding Championships. This is what you came for. This is what you came for. Get out of those seats, stand up, let him hear it. He can hear you through those windows.
Well, this is our 20th year doing it. I believe we won it 7 times, second place half a dozen times. So.
And then why do you do it?
I guess the real question is why not? We do it for fun, for the fans.
Good idea. Let the smoke out. Let him see where he's going. Does he really need to see where he's going? He's going to be looking at the heavens here in just a minute. He might be using the nuclear power plant to guide the gremlin. Let's hear it. Byron Ambrosini. Come on. Give him a round of applause. This is the performer. How about that for a start? That's only his first one. And he brings it to a stop. Where is he? About the 300-foot mark? Can we get a report from the top end? About 310 feet. That is the report. 310 feet.
What came first, the race car or the wheelies?
It was a race car. We used to run with modified super stocks for many, many years. We ran the NMCA with it. The chassis got outdated, and I just built a new car. And now we just do some no prep stuff with it. You know, we run cots and the Anarchy and stuff like that with it. So it's still a drag car. It's still a very fast drag car.
The spectator side, they're all sitting down, so I think the real race fans are tower side. They can prove me otherwise over there if they really care. Oh yeah, get up, get up, get up! This is Byron Ambrosini! The louder you get, the higher he goes and the further he carries it. Let him hear it! That was Byron Ambrosini, the gremlin from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Without a doubt, that is your winner right now.
$10,000 check. I mean, to what lengths will you push this thing?
As far as I have to.
Launching Larry in the Badfish Barracuda. He's had a couple of years out, but he has been out here all year long practicing. And not a bad start for Launching Larry.
I've been coming here for, man, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 years, and we won the contest in 2012, and we set a record at that time, 8th mile wheelie in the car. We started out just, doing wheelies with a bracket car, and then it just morphed into, turning it up a little bit and changing a little suspension just to get it to do what we want to do wheelie-wise,
The professional stunt driver. He was the champion of this prestigious event in 2012. He was the 2012 champion of the World Power Wheelstanding Championships. He is the last of this first session. Get your camera ready. This is Launching Larry in the Badfish Barracuda. There'll be a brief intermission after this as we get the cars together for the second session. And I think that one was a little bit better yet.
And I enjoy it. I love it. It's nice connecting with all the people out here, you know, little kids and everything. We throw them in the car, give them stickers, you know, and all that stuff. It's just, it's fun. I have a good time. And you know what? I mean, I never thought I'd get paid to go racing. You know, I mean, it's so cool. You just can't, it's fun. Unlike where you're bracket racing and all that, we basically have fun. We go out, we do wheelies, it's fun. We meet all these people, it's just a good time.
So without a doubt, I'm going to say that Brian Ambrosini is the leader right now in the World Power Wheelstanding Championships. Question now is, who would be the runner-up? That is probably the closest race. So right now, I'm going to say it is about a three-way tie for the runner-up between Jeff Wilde. Launch and Larry is right there in the mix of things. And, well, they're definitely two of the top runners for sure. This is Sweet William Worley from Michigan. The most patriotic car on the property, Sweet Willie from Michigan. And Sweet Willie, you are doing America proud with a wheel stand like that. Nothing like a American-made hot rod out there carrying the American flag, and he is coming back. How far can he carry it? You know, Neil Armstrong carried the American flag all the way to the moon. Do you think Sweet Willie can carry it out to the 8th mile? "185 feet, the official length." All right, it has been determined we will allow. Attention all wheel standers, BJ has said it. You get 3 tries this round if you so desire. 3 tries this round. Because Chris Pierce actually got a 3rd try that first time. Chris gets 2 this time. Everybody else gets 3 this time. Give it up for Sweet William from Michigan, doing the American flag proud out there on the wheel stand. Thank you for coming, Sweet William. Byron Dragway, Sometimes you wonder about that expression, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He was the champion 1 year ago, carrying it about to 480, maybe 500 feet last year. And he totally redesigned the car, brand new motor. He's purging the nitrous right now, so he has a little extra boost that he never had in the car before. Used to just be a small block all motor operation. Now he is learning that he has to finesse the car. He has to work the throttle. He cannot throw all the power he has at it because it is just too much power in the Shinto. And he will lose the bumper. That's been 5 years in the making. Truthfully, that bumper, how is it even still on? I don't know. But that is without a doubt an improvement for the Shinto. And he will get 1 more try. He got 3 in the first section, so he will get 1 more try right here. Give it up for him, Chris Pierce. He's going to give it his all. This is a new setup, a new tune-up It is an unproven combination, but he knew he had to do something big to top what he did last year. He wanted to go for the quarter mile. He can still do it here, but he needs your encouragement. He needs to know that you are with him. He's got all of your names on the hood. At the end of this weekend, that hood comes off his car. It goes on the wall in his garage, because 365 days of the year, he is thinking about the race fans at Byron Dragway and the show he will put on this day. He lives for this, the working class hero, the blue-collar driver, Chris Pierce. Come to rest. The car has come to rest outside the wall. He has opened the door. Holy smokes. We have not seen him get out of the car yet. He has opened the door. The car has come to rest outside. And he is out of the car. Byron Dragway, get on your feet. That is Chris Pierce in the Shinto. You cannot say he did not give it his all. You give it your all for Chris Pierce. Holy cow.
Well, Chris, that's a winner, I think. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to get my hearing checked, because I know my radio guy was screaming at me. That motor was screaming so loud. That small block I was banging off the rev limiter. I know I couldn't. I was so disappointed with my previous runs. I didn't pay attention to what the driver was supposed to do. I'm glad that everything worked out good, and we'll rebuild for next year. We're coming back.
He is with the car right now, coming back. Please give a warm round of applause, a salute, if you will, to the Shinto, Chris Pierce. And thank goodness he is okay after a terrifying ride with the Shinto. Lost radio communication, or just could not hear it over the sound of the motor, but a round of applause, please, for Chris Shinto. Thank goodness, thank the good Lord that he is well, he is out of the car. That is what's most important. Well, he has plenty of horsepower, there is no doubt about that. Like Jeff Wilde said before, the hardest thing is getting it up too fast, too high, too quick, and unloading those rear tires. That has happened before to Tim Shamblin. He is unloaded and come down on two tires, the right side too for that matter, and nearly put it on its side here 3 years ago. How can he keep it square, straight, and pointed in the right direction? He's got his work cut out for him. Tim Shamblin in the Chevy Love from North Carolina. How about that? He ended on just that left rear slick there for about a split second, and somehow kept it straight, came down rather smooth, all things considered. So Tim Shamblin coming back for more. He wants to do more, but he needs to know that you are with him, Byron Dragway. There's no passenger in the car with him. He's got all of you in the grandstands riding with him. Tim Shamblin, let him hear it. He is back for more. He is a mechanic by trade. He works on cars day in and day out. And this is his labor of love, the Chevy Love from Elizabethtown, North Carolina. Mr. Bill, work the crowd out there, Mr. Bill. Get them excited. So Tim Shamblin, his second attempt in this second session. What will he do? All right, a little approach, a little different approach, trying to get it out there a little bit softer and carry it a little bit further. And now he's got to find that happy medium, the happy medium between those two. How can he get it up without slapping that tailgate too quick? Gives a new meaning to tailgating with Tim Shamblin in the love. He made a long tow all the way from North Carolina. You have to believe that he wants to give it his best. He wants to be a contender for one of the top 3 spots. He wants to be the champion for that matter. So Tim Shamblin, without a doubt, the longest tow to be here now that David Dalbin is out of contention. Come on, Tim, we are rooting for you. I'm not going to say he's an environmentalist, but thank you for saving our tree out there, Tim Shamblin. We do not want to be losing our Christmas tree today, and made a bit of a move there towards it, crossed over at about the 60-foot cube, so I can tell you the first session was nothing to the standards, the very high and wild standards of Greg Brocious. He almost always wins the most unique wheel stand because he'll stand it up 3 times between every gear shift. Well, I can tell you right now, the dry hop is already better than his wheel stand in the first session. So I've got very high expectations of Mr. Brocious this time around. I will remind you, he was the first person through the gate this weekend. You cannot say that he is not anxious. He has not been looking forward to this. He is the first guy to be here on Friday. And he wants to be the man holding the check in the winner's circle. So let's hear it for Greg Brocious. Come on, Byron Dragway, a nice round of applause. Get him in it. All right, he's getting better. He's getting closer. So 2 more attempts still available for Mr. Brocious. His tow vehicle, he's got a converted school bus out there. So take number 2 for Greg Brocious. I don't know what it is, but something is just not right with Brocious's car. This is totally unlike him. This car is a guaranteed wheel. It did a better wheel stand on the dry hop, Camden. We know we can do it. We know it's possible. All right, Greg, we are counting on you this time. 3rd time's a charm. Third time is the charm for Greg Brocious. Let him hear it. The high and wild stick shift Chevy 2. I remind you, he was jamming the gears when those front tires were in the ground. Slips director gave him his time slip and said, "Sweet William." And he said, "Don't call me that." And he said, "You can go back on up for your 3rd run." So here he is. The patriotic Camaro from Michigan, from the Motor City. where all the American muscle comes from, Detroit, Sweet William Worley. Sweet William, you have done the American flag proud to this point. And just like Neil Armstrong planted it on the moon, we want to see you plant it somewhere around the 8th mile mark. Come on, Sweet William, carry it out to the 8th mile. We know you got it in you. Let them hear it. That is All Things Red, White, and Blue. That is All Things USA. Sweet William Worley from Detroit. And that may well be the furthest distance so far. So here's what we've got on the agenda. We've got Launch and Larry at the starting line. Kyle Needham's going to make one more run with his Camaro because he is owed a third wheel stand from earlier. And then it is time for the wheelie king, Brian Ambrosini. But right now, Launch and Larry at the starting line. I'm going to say that's probably the loudest car on record here today. I can even hear myself think. Launch and Larry carrying it out to about what is the official recording out there. Do we have a measurement? About 160 feet, that is the report, 160 feet on that first of 3 attempts. If he can make this one count, he might not need a third one. And I think he will be going for the third one. So Launch and Larry kicks it into reverse, the Bad Fish Barracuda. This is a Bad Fish. It is a hard one to reel in. Launch and Larry probably has about 75 wheel stands down the track this year. A professional in every sense of the word. And a former champion. Will third time be the charm for Launch and Larry? We sure hope so, Larry. Come on, send it down to the quarter mile. And that will be it for Launch and Larry in the Bad Fish Barracuda. Once, I'm going to ask you nicely, get up, get up, get up for Brian Ambrosini. 20 years he has come out with this gremlin. 20 years he has razzled, he has dazzled, he has entertained you, he has laid it all on the line, and he wants to do a quarter-mile pole. That is his goal, but he needs your help. This car runs on your enthusiasm, so let's hear it for Brian Ambrosini. The respect amongst the racers is unbelievable. Chris Pierce is at the starting line. Jeff Wilde is at the starting line. All of the hitters are there. They know we may be witnesses to history. We may be witnesses to something very special at the starting line. We were up here talking, and we were mentioning that this race, Brian and I off the microphone, that this race was started by one Ron Lake. You see his sign at center track, Ron Lake, 1320 way. And Brian really wants to do Ron proud with this one. Can he take it the full quarter mile? Byron Dragway, make some noise for Brian Ambrosini! Take one. Take one. And he is not done. He is just feeling it out. So you see the entire crew in orange and black. They are trying to work the crowd the best they can, but you guys got to give them something to work with. Dominic Ambrosini, his son, that is his right-hand man. He is in there. They're talking strategy right now as the car door opens. Very carefully, they've got multiple crew members up here lining them up just perfectly in the groove, pointed straight. The radio headset is at the starting line. They will try to guide Brian Ambrosini down. How about that? He'll set it down just before the 8th mile, probably around 500 feet or so. That's as unofficial as I can be. I am a long ways away from where Brian Ambrosini touched down. But the Gremlin is coming back. Stay clear at the starting line. Stay clear. Make room for the Gremlin. The hatch is open. Make it easier for him to see where he's going, I guess, backing up. So it was an improvement from his first session. Not quite to the 500-foot mark, but it was an improvement from his first session. Dragway cheering on the wheelie king, Brian Ambrosini. Get up, get up, get up, let him hear it. Overturned. It will come to rest on its top. Watch out, crew, watch out. We have fire trucks coming. Stand clear, stand clear. The car has come to rest on its top at the right lane guard wall. It looked like he had it under control. The car came down. And the report is that he is climbing out of the car. Brian Ambrosini is out of the car. He is climbing out right now. And we are all catching our breath in the tower. That is not what any of us wanted to see. He had a great wheel stand going. The car came down, but it hooked sideways. He came down crooked, and he tried everything in his power. Believe me, there is no one that knows how to handle a car like that better than the man driving it. But even that one was a bit too much to control for Brian Ambrosini. And we get the word from himself. Brian says, I am good, let the fans know, let my family know that I am okay. So between that and Chris Pierce's accident, those are the two best pieces of news we have heard today. And it may be some time before we get this car overturned and brought back, but Byron Dragway, before you leave, if you would do so kindly, just please, a round of applause for Brian Ambrosini. Give him your salute. Give him your salute. We do not have official results from the wheel stand contest yet. Our judges will convene shortly. But on behalf of the entire track here at Byron Dragway, we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us out here for this, the 26th Annual World Power Wheelstanding Championships. Please do drive home safely.
Thank God everybody's all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, BJ. Thanks, Byron, Power Wheelstanding Champion. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, everybody, for coming, supporting me. Appreciate it. 20 years. Next year will be 21. I'll be back.
Was it worth it?
No. Look at my car.